have noticed that there's a couple things that are different. Okay, but first. And this is going well. Ren is out. They are... end of semester homework is catching up to them, so they are off doing homework. So today we'll be playing Octopath instead. And if you see on the screen, you can tell that I've been doing just a little bit of grinding. Just a little bit. And everybody has new clothes, and I wonder what that's about. Oh, I think I muted this. Wait. Yeah, but... Where are you, Octopath? There you go. Wonderful music. Okay, so... what happened last time was... I can remember where it is. We did Primrose's Chapter 2. Today we are going to do... Tyrion's Chapter 2. Because that's how you play this game, right? You do all of the same numbered chapters all at once, right? But updates on what happened is... oh wait, I wanted this. If you see these are called shrines. And they basically allow you to unlock skills. Well, extra jobs. So basically you can cross-class. Hi, Rue! Hello, good morning. Did you sleep well? Shout you out.
Dread, I would love if you can take this on your own.
Oh no.
It crit! Dread! Oh no! I wanted you to level up, oh no!
Sits in shock.
No. How is this?
No, you slept awfully. I'm sorry. Soon you will have your own place. Soon, trademark. Have some tea. I will send you tea. Oh, yeah, but basically... I unlocked a couple. I'm missing 2, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm missing 1. I don't know which one I'm missing. But basically you can cross-class and learn other job skills. And so, as an update, Hanit has all the hunter things, so now she's doing warrior. Tyrion is really close to finishing off thief, and so he's cross-classing merchant right now, because I do have Tressa in my party right now, but she'll be switched out very soon for somebody else. I think. What level are you? You're 12. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I love that you can cross-class. This is really cool. Cross-class scholar. The cool thing is that you can cross-class with any class, and then I believe you keep the support skills. You don't keep the skills that you learn. So right now, because Tressa is cross-classed with Scholar, she can do Fireball and Ice Wind, but if I move to Cleric, she won't be able to use those. She will be able to use whatever that first support skill for Scholar is, if I unlock it though. Which is really cool. We did just a little bit of grinding. Just a little. Cyrus is almost finished with Scholar too, so he's doing Hunter because I need more physical people. What am I missing? I'm missing light and dark. I'm also missing a cleric. So here, Tressa, you can be a cleric. The only difference is that... Yeah, you should play it. It's really fun. You probably know more about it than I do, actually. We want this one first of all. And this one too. Everything else is secondary. And then we will equip Persistence because it's just a good buff to have. What is this? Oh, I don't use Steal or Collect, so we don't need that. Okay. I think we are good. Let me just make sure everybody has the best equipment of everything I stole from everybody else. Oh, that's fair. That's really hard. More power to you that you can dodge info about a game that you want to play. Usually I look up a lot about it and then I decide, do I actually want to play this? Or am I just content watching somebody else play it? Let's go to the inn first. Oh, it's not cheap here, let's go somewhere else. Min-maxing gold that I don't even have to min-max, technically. I think I try to dodge ones that have an obvious twist, but it's hard, man. 100%. Twitter is... If you want to guarantee not being spoiled, you just have to not go to Twitter, which sucks. Especially if that's where you get... If that's the only place you go to on social media, which is what I do. Sad. Hello, sir. I would like to... Can I... No, I still can't. Okay. I would like to start Tyrion's story. Oh. Let's find out what happened last time first. So... Tyrion's a solo thief because he met another young boy when he was just a young, sprightly rogue. But now he's alone. Makes you wonder what happened. He's in a tavern. He hears about treasure that's in Ravis Manor, I believe. Everybody says it's the impossible manor. And so, of course, Tyrion is like, challenge accepted. And so he goes in by pretending to be a merchant, by stealing a letter of introduction from another actual merchant. And then we get to the treasure chamber, and we get beat up by Heathcote, who is the butler of Ravis Manor. Oh, I'm wrong. We win, but we get a fool's bangle on us, which, to my understanding, just looks like shackles. I'm not sure why it's called a fool's bangle, but basically, we need to go recover the 4 Dragon Balls. Well, one of them already exists in the Ravis Manor, but we need to go find the other 3. And our first destination is Noble Court, where we are now. So, Arriving at Noble Court in search of the Ruby Dragonstone, you quickly overhear a rumor that a scholar in town is using the stone to conduct some questionable research. Oh, I keep forgetting this is a thing. Okay. After successfully infiltrating Ravis Manor, Tyrion was confronted by the butler, Heathcott, who ensnared him with a fool's bangle, reed chains. Now he begrudgingly ventures forth to find the 3 Dragon Balls, lost treasures of House Ravis, at the behest of their owner, Lady Cordelia, that he might have his mark of shame removed. And so he arrives in this town, where rumor has it the Ruby Dragonstone resides. As for who holds it, none can say. And thus Tyrion's search begins. It's basically Dragon Balls. They just don't have stars in them. Scholar in Noble Court. Thanks, Heathcott. Those are like a leaf a dozen here. I need something more to go on than that. Time to browse some wares. I'm glad it's on the outskirts. I avoid it if I can. Hi, Moe. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. That creepy old mansion in the northwest part of town. I heard someone actually lives there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Who? Who's? A man named Orlick. They said he's some kind of scholar. What business would a scholar have living there? Research. Apparently he spends all his time locked up in his study studying some shiny red stone. His men won't let anyone in to see him. If you ask me, it sounds like he's hiding something. Let me know if the audio is okay, by the way. He may very well be, but I'm fine letting him keep his secrets. Don't want to go anywhere near that shiny red stone. Definitely not. The secrets he could keep, but that stone is a different story. Time to do some research of my own. Outskirts of town, was it? I know where that is. That's one of the places that I wasn't allowed to look at. Ooh, tribal banter. Oh god, it's a child. Isn't she 14? Oh my gosh. Ugh. So, Tyrion, do you really think we'll find the Dragonstone here? That's the question of the day, isn't it? Won't know until we ask around. I suppose for you that means hanging out in the alehouse, eavesdropping for rumors and the like. If you ask me, I think it's better to just talk to people. You're more likely to get an honest answer that way. In my line of work, you can't afford to chase after every wild rumor you hear. You have to find people you can trust. Meh. Oh my god, Tyrion's a mood. Visit enough alehouses and you learn to separate the wheat from the chaff. And in my line of work, it's not wise to make too many friends. They tend not to last. I see. I guess that means we're both cut out for our own trades. I guess you could say that. I am having a great one. Yes. I had a pretty good day, pretty laid back day. Just finishing up a presentation for tomorrow. And then all I have left to do is write an 8-page paper in 2 weeks and I'm done. This must be the place. Wouldn't it be funny if I made it like the old dramas and probably got if I added reverb to my voice, if it's a thought like this? Can Can I even do that? Wait. Oh, this is too hard. And of course it's guarded. Okay, yeah, that's way too hard. That's too many clicks. I'm not doing that. I have to tab out to change my mic, and then I have to tab back in. Man. A scholar with his own personal armed guard. Yeah, that's not suspicious or anything. No backdoor either. You can't get a free pass anywhere these days. I'll swing by the tavern. Someone's bound to know something. Yes, where's tavern? Tavern is right. Now let's see. Who here looks like they'd know about our friend Orlick?
No.
How's business, my friend? Not good, I'm afraid. I hope you're faring better. I wish I could tell you so, but it's been hard lately for us too. My condolences. R.I.P. Rip in pieces. Mine too. Moving on. I just don't get those people. Locked away in that manor, surrounded by guards. It's strange, isn't it? Makes me wonder just what Orlick's up to in there.
Yes.
That's more like it.
すまんな。
Oh, his pitch went up. Like half an octave. Is he trying to be sociable? Mind if I have a seat? Not at all. Can I get you two a drink?
Yo.
Alcohol? Why, thank you. It's mighty kind of you, stranger. What brings you here? You don't look like you're from around these parts. I'm a wanderer, going wherever my feet take me. And there's nothing better than a tall ale and a good tale after a day of traveling. If you don't mind my asking, who's this Orlick fellow you were talking about? If you're that interested, we'll tell you all about him. Consider it thanks for the drinks.
そうだな。
Orlick's the talk of the town right now.
実は
He's a scholar, and one I dare say went off the deep end. Holed himself up in the building on the edge of town. Word is, he's doing some kind of research, and hasn't come out since. I heard he's investigating a stone, but nobody knows what for. It definitely sounds like he's got a few screws loose. You got that right. He's one you don't want to get involved with. Now that I think about it though, didn't he have a research partner?
Ah.
Yeah, I heard he was another eccentric one. I think he's still doing his research in town. What's his name?
確か
Barnram? Barham. Yeah, Barham. He worked in that manor with Orlick, but they went their separate ways after a disagreement.
そうか。
I guess they were too much for each other to handle. Sounds like it. Anyway, I hope that sates your curiosity, Wanderer.
すまんな。
It does. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. Now to track down this bar ham. Sounds tasty. I wonder if it's ham marinated with alcohol, like brandy or something. I'm not hungry, you're hungry. Let's see if he's home. Oh. Who's there? Someone looking for a man named Barham. Baram? Baram? I'll just keep calling him Barham, it's too funny. I am Barham. Hello, this is Sankard. What business do you have with me? I heard you used to be Orlick's research partner. Is that true? That was long, long ago. I have nothing to do with the man now, and all the better for it. If that's all you came here for, you can leave now. Goodbye. Wait, hear me out. Orlick has something I need. And what's that? I'll give you a hint. It's shiny and it's red. Too clear, sorry. It's the subject of his research. The Ruby Dragonstone. That's the one. I surmise you plan to take it from him. Guilty as charged. And you need my help. So you came to ask me how to get into his place. You scholars are quick on the uptake. He's gonna say no, isn't he? Very well. I'll give you the answer you seek. Oh, thank you, sir. You'll need a password to enter. And the password is... Password. Presumptuous, aren't we? I'll tell you on one condition. Let's hear it. Get what I need for my experiment and we'll call it a deal. Sounds fair. So what do you need? Pure water filtered through the desert sands. The kind found only in the most pristine oases. Seriously? Silly me. I actually thought your demand was going to be reasonable. It is, you fool. A merchant from the Sunlands oft comes to town selling this very water. However, this rarity doesn't come cheap. Price is never my problem. Consider it done. Smiles. I wonder if I have it already. Nope, I don't. It's okay, we're level 30. It'll be fine. Ooh, new person that I haven't stolen from. I'll take all of those. An elderly man who once worked as a carpenter. He's retired but refuses to remain idle, spending his days wandering the town, offering to repair any minor damage for free. Interesting. Ooh, another person I haven't stolen yet. Thank you. I'll take all of these. Always do the rogue actions. A humble florist of noble court. He's sold an almost unbelievably small quantity of product, especially now that I've taken everything he has. yes, it was an Alize reference. Of course the password is password. How could it be anything else?
なるほど。
Okay, okay, I haven't stolen from you yet. I can't do that. That's... The probability of that is way too low. Oh god. Miko, fuck, is that you?
Come one, come all, I present to you the most precious and refreshing beverage in the realm.
It's good that I have a naturally nasally voice, and so if I pinch my nose, I can do something like that.
Oasis water, all natural and free of even the slightest impurity.
Always steal. Always. One sip and you'll taste the difference. You there, how about a drink? Can I just take it? If he's handing out take freebies, can I just take that? If you lead a thief to water, what does the thief do? Wait, come back.
Terion.
Oh god, Hana, why is your voice so hot? So, how do you propose getting water from that merchant? Do you have to ask? You know what I do for a living. Thievery? Don't approve, do you? I speak truly, no. Fair enough. It's no secret. What I do isn't exactly noble. Oh god. You don't need to defend yourself. We are comrades. I can put my personal prejudices aside. Wow. Hanet's a good person. Open-minded. Comrades, huh? Did I say something odd? No. Never mind. This travel banter is really cool. It reminds me of the banter in Tales games. But I'll take that, thank you. Time to go to Barham. Hello, I have the proper water for your smoked ham.
Oi.
I hope you're thirsty.
Ho.
That was faster than I anticipated.
Oi.
I fulfilled my half of the bargain. Now tell me the password.
Yeah.
Now, your half is fulfilled when I say it's fulfilled. God, it's one of these guys.
Huh?
I see what's happening here. I should hope so. I'll need a few more things for my experiment, if you'd be so kind. Thieves are notorious for being kind. How can I help you? I require a wyvern scale. Can you procure one for me? I don't know. Where can I find one? They're sold in town from time to time. It's highly prized by scholars as a reagent, and carries a price to match.
わかった。
I'm noticing a trend here, but yes, I can get it for you.
Ah.
Good. I'm counting on you. Be gay, steal everyone's stuff. I'm holding the wrong button. That's R1. That's auto run. That's not... I can't steal anything from you. Can I scrutinize you? Nope. Okay. Let's go steal that scale. Good thing I'm over leveled. There's no way I can miss / get caught stealing things, right? Hello?
Huh.
Can be mine for a price? Thanks. Good to know the price is free. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. Is this guy done? Can we leave?
おい
I got what you asked for. Is he gonna give us over to the police after this? Perfect, you're quite good at your craft.
よし
I need a password, not praise.
おっとっと
And I need just one more thing.
おい
Remind me, who's the crook here? That's a fine attitude to have if you don't want the password. Can we smoke this guy and eat him for Christmas? Okay, but this is the last one.
あ
Yes, I promise. It's a special type of ore, metallic in nature but crystal clear. Crystal clear metal? Isn't that just carbon? Once I have it, I can begin my experiment.
やれやれ
Music to my ears. Wait, no, carbon isn't a metal. I wonder if this actually exists in real life. Steel crystal ore? Why, hello there. Are you a mineral merchant? Why, thank you. Was nice doing business with you.
おい
I got what you asked for. Catch.
おっとっと
Oh, his robes. They're wafting in the non-existent wind. Careful with that. Anyhow, thanks. At last I can begin my grand experiment. Aren't you forgetting something, old man? You promised me a password.
うん
Cool your heels. The experiment comes first. Reminds you of many, many academic professors. I hope you don't think you can swindle a swindler.
うん
Don't be ridiculous. Just be patient, and I'll uphold my half of the bargain. X'd it out. I am pressing X so hard right now.
実
Oh! Orlick and I were good business partners. We would probably best friends. Something to that end. But he changed after coming across that dragonstone. It was almost like he was possessed, his life consumed by his research. He wouldn't let anyone get near him. Not even me. His best friend. Can you imagine?
うん
That's why I want to help you get that stone away from him. It's not meant to be held by our hands. Dots.
そうそう
The password is the truth of all things.
なるほど
That's easy enough to remember.
あ
Yes, and take this with you too. What's this? It's shiny.
これは
This is a key.
あ
Observant. You use those materials to make this.
そうだ
You're a natural-born researcher, boy. Now, the password will get you into the mansion. But the door to the laboratory can only be opened with that key. Makes you think he doesn't want anyone getting in. Not even an old friend like you.
うん
Yes. We may have disagreed from time to time, but Orlick is still like a brother to me. My warnings may have been nothing but noise to him, but I wouldn't be much of an older brother if I didn't nag from time to time.
うん
Passion is important in our line of work, but there's a fine line between that and obsession. And Orlick's crossed that line.
なるほど
So this moving friendship, or maybe brotherly love, is why you're so willing to help me? I wonder. Perhaps it's jealousy or hatred that's come to drive me. But those bygone days are precious to me. even now. I know what I feel is true.
そうか。
Tugs the old heartstrings. Tyrion gives no pricks. But my own reasons are more than enough to go through with this. Thanks. Friends, brothers, partners. Wow, even his thoughts are dots. Ooh.
よし。
Flashback time. I think we're in the clear. Those Sienna bastards finally got what they deserved. Always strutting around like they bleeding own the place. I wish I could see their boats when they realize someone beat them to it.
それでな。
No matter how hard they look now, they won't find our treasure. Something this rare would be wasted on them anyway. You said it. Now we'll just sell this gem and... Wait. Something wrong?
おい。
Where are the gold coins we stole? You said we'd split the spoils.
あ?
Huh. Sharp as a tack, aren't you? It's not much, so I thought I'd just hold on to it and buy you a tiddly later. Red
そう
flag?
か。
I see. Then let's celebrate with this tonight.
おお。
Yeah, let's!
よし。
But don't let your guard down. The Cianos will come for revenge at some point. They call themselves thieves, but they'll resort to violence if need be.
おお。
I know. Thanks for looking out, partner.
そうだな。
No problem. Now let's get moving. Of course, his past partner was not quite who he thought he was. That's a lot of pronouns I just said. I swear, scholars have to be the most pig-headed folk
デ
around.
リオン君。
There's some truth to... No, I'm afraid I must protest. You must... Oh my god, how do I make this guy sound snobby? You must understand that not all scholars are like the master here. I concede there are stubborn types obsessed with their research and blind to all else. But there are broad-minded thinkers too, who freely seek wisdom and truth in all its forms. Like myself, for example. I see. Let me rephrase myself. By all means, my friend. Scholars are some of the most pompous and pedantic people I've ever had the joy of meeting. Cyrus would get along really well with, old Charlians. Now that's hardly an improvement! Allow me to make a counter-argument. He sounds like Alphino. In way back in AR. Case in point. Now, if you'll excuse me. Tyrion has big dislike button. Halt. What business do you have here? Right? Exhibition A. There's no need to sneak around now that I have the password. If I play my cards right, I can walk right in.
あの
Oh god. It's really cool that Matsuoka Yoshitsugu is using his full acting potential with Tyrion, because he kind of changes his tone, even though it's literally like two syllables most of the time. So he's sounding really snobby and like a merchant right now. I have a package for Orlik. Materials for his experiment.
Oi!
You hear anything about a delivery?
Yeah.
Not me. I don't have the Amazon delivery app. That's odd. Maybe the message just got lost somewhere. Anyway, he said it was urgent, so I rushed over.
Oh.
Understood. What's the password? The truth of all things.
Yosh.
Alright, you may pass.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Much obliged. Meanwhile, both guards are like, man, I wonder who has the phone that has the Amazon delivery app. Where would he be without guards? Alright, back in we go. But first, I see a chest right here, so I'm just gonna take that. And just gonna stare at you for a little bit. Definitely not creepily. Definitely not creepily. Thank you for this item. And let me just take a look at what you have. Ooh, a heavy blade. And a moon, but ooh. Why, thank you. Okay, now before we go in. Just gonna take that, thank you. I've been... Ever since Ren showed me that one channel, I think it's called Let's Game It Out, I have gone one just all the way down the rabbit hole. It's a YouTube channel that kind of does half game reviews, half playthroughs. Mostly in the way of how can you break the game? And his sarcasm is just so incredibly funny to me. I want to be here? Oh no. Oh wait! Tressa just picked up 120 gil off the ground. I didn't realize she did that. You're using a sword. I'm going to guess an axe. Because you're the only person with a knife we're gonna do that. I'm gonna actually stagger people so we don't get hit so much. Have a pole arm in your face. Cool. Now we know. Nice. And I guess we'll just stagger this guy too. And then... Bye!
この程度では不合格かな。
Thank you. Wow, wow! 3,000? Holy cow. Oh, hello. That person in the people in the back are either lightning or dark. I'm gonna try dark. Yep. Cool. Guardian. What are you? Definitely a sword. Probably either a pole arm? No, what's the last thing though? An axe? No. It's actually kind of cool when you try and figure out what they are weak to, because they all have... What am I doing? Oh. They all have, there's an order to it, so you can kind of guess, what they're weak to just based on that. So because the staff is there, now we know that everything to the left of that is physical. You just need to figure out what those are. And I believe this guardian might be weak to dark, which I don't have right now. No, it was bow. Okay. Because everybody in the back is broken. We'll do that. The siphing Brit that does something similar. Yeah! I love those types of games. They're so fun. Oh, nice. Good job, Lynn! Yes! Beat up everything you see. Shiny, thank you. Ooh, is that another shiny? Oh, hello, it's a shrimp. Probably enough. I think flying things are generally weak to knives. And apparently this guy's weak to a staff. I'll break you. Good job. Now do it again. What? Wait, I have to see this. Send it to me. A polearm maybe. And now we don't really care, so bye. Ooh, and Tyrion. How am I saying his name? Tyrion? Tyrion can learn his ult. What is this? Attack all foes with a dagger, dealing damage proportional to your speed. Thank you. And now let's concentrate on the merchant, I guess? Actually, wait, no. We have... Oh no, this looks terrible. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I'm sorry, Tyrion. I'm so sorry. Dancer is like the loudest job of all of these jobs. And his main job is to be as quiet as possible. But we don't have a dark element, so here we are. Thank you for sending it over. I will take a look in a bit. Let's try and figure out where we're supposed to go. Oh, hello there. Oh dear. Ooh, wait, I have lifesteal? I forgot I had that. Okay. Sure, let's do that.
どう出る氷を切り裂け
いくよ。狙い撃つ。せい。私の出番だな。
Oh, double attack. Why, thank you.
どう動く？
And now let's do it again.
どけ
Hanet's
なかなか
entire skill set never gets old.
氷を
You
切り
have...
裂け
There's two passives. One gives you a coin flip chance of attacking twice if you do a normal attack.
甘く見たでしょ。
And then the other support skill is you have another coin flip determining whether you can attack again at the end of the turn. Ooh, lightning amulet. Sounds like we might need that later. Definitely lots of shenanigans.
さっさと行くわよ。
I love it.
よし。
It's my favorite thing. Every time we find a bug, everybody gets really excited about it, and then
狙い撃つ。
Square patches it.
なかなか考え
Unless it's the grapes. The grapes took a while. The grapes took a really long time, actually. They took an entire X-Pack, I think. So sad. Not the grapes.
そこだ
Oh wait, Moya, you weren't caught up to know about the grapes. Okay, so... Oh wait, do you know about the grapes? Okay, good.
なかなか考えがない
Just like walk up to a random Final Fantasy XIV player and ask them what's the best highlight of... What do they think is the best highlight of
相手
Shadowbringers?
にも敬意を払おう。
It would be really funny if they said the grapes. Okay, we've gone in here. Unfortunately, there's no shinies. Just a lot of people we have to beat up. Oh, I'm full. I don't need to do that. Okay. Let's do that.
さあどう出る おっと
どう動く？
Nice. Wow, break all across the board. Let's go. Through the mean osmosis. Good enough. As long as you know about it. Oh my god.
いくよ。
The
狙い
The
撃つ。
English FF community is so interesting. Well, actually, no. It applies to the Japanese one too sometimes, but the English one feels a lot more memey.
どうしようか
We meme about different things, I think. So when Shadowbringers first came out, the producing team was hoping everybody would look at... I think it was the frogs? There was a minion that they wanted everybody to look at, and it was super cute. But, instead, to their huge surprise, everybody flocked towards the beavers. Oh my god, it was so funny. Where are we? This is where I came from. how to have a map of this place. And Tressa's just picking up all the spare change off the ground. Wow, I didn't know there was this much spare change. And then at some point, somebody found out that no, it was because of main story quests. You had to go during one of the in-between patches, I think. You had to go to the vineyard in the Crystarium. What am I doing? I need to stop talking and actually play this game. And I think you had to look at the grapes, which everybody went ballistic over because, well, they were low poly grapes. My mochi, my memer, my tempura. How are you? Hello. I hope you are having a good day. We were just talking about low poly grapes in Final Fantasy XIV. It literally looks like a frosting bag with grapes painted on it. Absolutely hilarious. And then, after a few patches, during the live letter, the development team said, okay, you have to stop memeing on these low poly grapes. They did nothing wrong, so we're gonna patch them out and give you high poly grapes. And so I can't stop laughing, it's so funny. When the live letter happened, shortly afterwards, once everybody was awake to actually see the live letter and see what happened, there was just my Twitter exploded with a bunch of rest in peace, low poly grape. We will miss you. Remember that we once lived, low poly grapes. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. I think my experience of the... I just realized there's two more in the back. Okay, hello. Let's see if Linda's willing to do a pounce. Sweep. Nope. Nope. But yeah, I think my experience of the FF community has generally been just on the positive side because I don't think I engage in discourse much. Oh, you guys aren't weak to pole arm. What might you be weak to? Your ice. Fire, maybe? Let's just do this for kicks. Nope. Okay. Every once in a while, I'll see somebody be really angry on my timeline at sweaty people, but that's to be expected. But so things like the housing thing, apparently people were really mad about that. But I didn't see any of the mad people, I just saw all of the people who were telling people not to be mad. Which is what I think is generally what I get in the news. Right? Right, Mai? Being sweaty sounds like a them problem. Every time. Did I finish exploring? Really? Am I missing something? This is definitely where I should be going. Is this matter that small? I have so many questions. But yeah, most of the time I just see discourse about the discourse. So it's like 2 people removed. So my Yeah, I don't really see negative discourse. Most of the time I just see memes. So, another fun 14 story. I think they broke things one patch. This was in Shadowbringers, shortly after Shadowbringers came out. So probably, what number are we in right now? 6? So probably like 5.1. I think it was early into Shadowbringers. I think they broke something. And there was this one rock in, I think it was Central Shroud. Yeah, it was in Central Shroud. It was right next to the big hollow log that you go through to get to North Shroud. East Shroud? North Shroud. But they broke it somehow and it turned low poly. Like, it looked really, really jarring against everything else. So you have like these slightly pixely grass, really cool trees, this gigantic hollow log, and then right next to it you have 1997 low poly rock with like moss gradient. That was fun. This is turning into a just chatting because I am no longer paying attention. Sad. Let's see. I should probably play the game. Probably. That's what we're here for, right? Oh, he got poisoned to death. What? Wait, I need to do that more. How can I do that more? Do I just knife? I guess I just shank people more, and then there's higher probability of them getting poisoned. Okay, but this is where we want to go, and we don't want to go here. Please, mine, no! I'm just... I'm just... I just played 14 too much. Okay. You look like you're dark. Yes, you are indeed dark. Cool, so we'll... shoot you in the face. And then... shoot you in the face. I just play 14 too much. Which is sad, because now I don't play 14 at all. Stormblood was such a fun expansion, and then I fell off. Maybe not. Maybe fell off isn't the right word. Because I was still really active in Shadowbringers. And then I got burnt out. And now I've just stopped playing it altogether. It is still really close to my heart, though. Like, I will play the new content, I'm just ultra casual. That's true, it can be just a phase. How did we... where did we... Wasn't there another place that led somewhere else? Be poisoned. Damn it. I don't think my axe does anything. It doesn't. Poke you in the face. And now you're frozen. Cool. What does this do? Holy shit! Wow! That does a lot of damage.
うしようか。
Tenshouin. Yes, it's Cyrus, I think. This guy, right here. The dude we're looking at right now.
氷を切り裂け。
I think? Actually, let me look it up because now I'm not sure. Cyrus. Voice actor. Octopath. No, I don't think so. Cause I checked and I said I wasn't in danger. No, it's somebody else. He sounds a lot like him though. Where is the Japanese guys? Thank you. Yes, you are correct. He is indeed Umehara Yuichiro. I don't know this person. Yeah, I am not in danger. I don't have any biases in here, so that's good. Oh my god, that's amazing one. Wait. I would talk to you if you went in? Did they give lore things, or did they just give...
始めよ
Did they just give you flavor text? That's the real question.
う。かかってこい。
Oh, he's Keito.
いくよ。
Oh, I didn't realize that.
成果の光よ。
Oh, I can hear it now. Oh, that makes
さ
sense.
てどうしようか。
Yeah, I can hear it. And he's so uptight. And he reads so many books. Yeah, it's definitely Keito. I'm sorry, Keito. We love you, but also, why are you like this? Let's steal some SP from you. Thank you. I'll take that. Be gone. Oh, they're still here. Damn it. Oh no, we've been hurt. Whatever shall we do? I'm gonna keep stealing SP.
私の出番だな。
Nice.
終わりだな。
Oh, sorry. Wasn't there another place? Oh, here it is. A million deaths. A million deaths are not enough for Master Raoul. Oh my god. Did you guys eventually summon something out of it?
さあ授業の時間だ。
That sounds really scary, actually.
私の番。
Hmm.
さて
Raoul would be the guy he would take your loot to. Wait, that's amazing.
炎よ燃えろ。
Good job, Destiny 1 dev team.
行くぞ。
You've made some irreplaceable memories. Nice. Oh, that contributes to the entire thing. That's good. Wait, I should use it more then. Everybody is weak to sword. Why would you pounce, Lynn? Why? Because we have one polearm weakness user? Why? What? Why? Please sweep. Thank you. Boom! Goodbye!
大した強さだ。合格点だよ。
But going back to the sweaty thing, It is 100% a them problem until you are sweaty, then it's a you problem.
どうしようか。
And admitting that you have a
氷を
problem
切り
is
裂
the
け。
first step to solving it.
狙い撃つ。
Remember that, kids. Ah. Hmm.
いくよ。
I have a sword and a dagger. Let's just beat up this dude in the front.
どう動く？
And then... You turned the whole thing into a dungeon in Destiny 2? Nice! Studio's 30 years old?
どう出る？
Why does that sound strange to me?
この程度では不合格かな。
Do they just count their anniversaries starting from when they were Bungie? And not... What is it? 404? No. 303? Oh. Upstairs. I know directions.
立ちふさがるなら
There's
狩るだけ
literally
だ。
only 4 maps in this place and I still get lost.
かかってこい。
さて、ど
Whack you with the stick.
いくよ。
And then Hori!
輝く前。
Horiじゃ。
私の番。
Now blind everyone. Wow, look, it's a red mage LV3.
どう動く？
Nice.
いい戦いだった。
Easy. I think Tressa can learn something. So let's look over here. She can indeed learn something. She can donate BP. Do I want these? I think I want donate. Oh wait, she has a new support skill. Hello? What is this? Gain additional money after battles? Yes, please. How much money do I have right now? This is how you get rich in Octopath, guys. You steal everything, you sell them, and then you equip Tressa so you can get extra money no matter where you go. She will find extra change even if she will have to claw through the tiles to get to it. See, look! She got 140 gil for us again. Just by switching screens. I don't understand.
私の出番だな。私の番。
Oh, I probably should have hit the people in the back
氷を切り裂け。
first. Oops.
どけ。
私の出番だな。
なかなか考えがいがあるね。
Bye!
大した強さだ。
Scholar is basically the black mage in this game. It's really fun, but he eats MP like it's nothing. So I feel like there always has to be a thief just feeding MP to him.
やれ
SP,
荒事は
sorry.
好きではないのだが
Otherwise, he will run out of mana and it is terrible.
かかってこい。
That's the wrong person. Oops. That's okay.
どう動く？
That's also the wrong person. This is fine.
どうしようか火炎よ焼き尽く
It's okay. He'll probably die. He's dead.
せ大した強さだ合格点だよ
Nice. All right. Let's feed Cyrus a few plums and let's go beat up the boss. Hello.
なるほど。
So this is the door Barham was talking about. Doesn't look like it has any ordinary lock, that's for sure.
よし。
So this crystal key should do the trick. Poke it. Wow. Crystal Tower, here we come. It's literally just sitting there? Are you kidding me?
これが赤竜石だな。こいつを持ち帰れば、まずは一つ達成。
そこまでだ、コソ泥よ。
オルリック先生のお出ましか。
噂を聞きつけて赤竜石を盗みに来たのか。だが、この石の価値を理解できぬ盗賊風情が手に入れてよいものではない。そうか、貴様、さてはバーラムの差し金だな。
Oops. You don't pronounce his name Barham. It was Barum.
恩着せがましく口やかましい臆病なだけの男バーラム。
Sorry, dude. I thought you were smoked ham this entire time.
赤竜石の研究をやめろやめろ。まったくうるさくてかなわん。バーラムめ、この石は絶対に渡さん。
Orlick just went full my precious on us.
そうか。俺はその石の価値なんてどうでもいい。だが、元の所有者がその石をご所望でね。悪いが返してもらう。
赤竜石は所有するにふさわしい知性と探求心を持つ者の手にこそあるべきだ。
I can tell you that's not you.
それがあんた自身というわけか。
そうだ、これは私の研究だ。誰にも邪魔はさせない。
他の者は誰も信じていない。そういう物言いだな。
おう、その通りだ。
他人を信じないか。その気持ちだけは理解できるかな。
分かった風な口を聞くな。そろそろ貴様と話すのにも飽きたわ。この場で片付けてくれる。
I'm waiting for Orlick to get on all fours and say, Precious.
やるぞ。
Oh, hello. Whoa!
狙い撃つ。
Okay. He's been locked. Because of the people in front? Guess let's figure out what
そうだ。
y'all are weak to, which is no physical? No way.
さて探らせてもらうよ
Staff. I'm missing one more. Huh. Oh dear. Hello? Sword, perhaps? Either sword or...
なかなか
Okay, it's
考え
sword.
がいがあるね
Now let's figure out what the other element
探らせてもらう
is.
よ
Tis
狙
dark.
い撃つ
Cool. Hello? Let's whack this guy in the face. Augmentation? Oh no, whatever shall I do? Break one.
どけ
Break two.
さてどうしようか本狂乱よ巻き起これ
Lizaga. Holy shit, that did 3,000 and they're not dead yet. Okay. Let's whack this guy because he seems more dire. I should probably look. Like, actually look at what Analyze says sometimes. I think it tells you. What is this again? Oh, I don't have enough boost for it. I think it tells you how much
かかっ
HP
てこい
they have.
全力だ
さ
Interesting.
てどうしようか
I'll analyze it a bit, I think. Check again. How do I want to do this?
闇夜の手
Dude on the bottom looks like he's looking really rough, though. Can I do... I can just give people BP? Really? Wow. That's pretty crazy.
さてどうしようかあっ
Mm.
かかってこい
Sword. And you. Yes. Good job. And now... Let's give BP to Hunted.
なかなか考えがいがあるねえい
Oh, hey. Nice. Time to figure out what you're weak to.
かかってこい
Oh, that's interesting. That means that's a polearm. Ow. Can you not, sir?
覚悟はいい
Let's steal
大復
HP.
だ
I thank you.
かかってこい
What is that? Is that a staff? Also, how much HP do you have? Holy shit! 25? Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Ow. Uh-oh. Don't die. I need to do some things. First, let's figure out what
探らせてもらうよ
you're weak to holy. Cool.
そいつは生くれて
Reduce your strength so we stop dying. I don't. I do. I have heal wounds. This is actually hard, even though I'm over leveled. That's quite surprising. Now, what is this last thing? This is bow. I don't need bow right now. Also, I really need to turn off auto mod. I'm gonna put that down right now. Turn off auto mod for later, so that I actually remember to do it. Let's bring Lind in.
さあどう出る
Cyrus can only do physicals now. Okay. So, to help with that,
獅子の
do that.
狙い撃つ
25k. Goodness gracious. Your magic is pretty bad. Let's not do that again. 713. Let's do Steel HP. Steel SP, actually. So that we can give Tressa more MP in a bit. What's this? Yeah, your magic is not great.
さてどうしよう本気を出そうか
I have 2, so I can
守りは
debuff you. Nice.
なかなか考えがいがあるねせい
どう動く
行くぞ
Yeah, I think this might actually just be
獅子の
100% physical battle. Let's see. Which one is the thing where I can give people stuff? Let's give it to Tyrion. Ow.
狙い撃つ
Second serving, let's go!
なかなか考え
And
がいがある
then that
どけ
buff
獅子
Cyrus.
どう動く
Whack him.
さ
Whack him some more. Donate more BP. Who are you? Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that. If we hit you enough times, will you stop?
なかなか考えがいがあるね
私の出番だな
This might have been a bad idea. Uh-oh.
させるか
さてやられるものか
Don't die. Ow. Okay. Why does this guy have so much HP? Hmm.
さあどう出る
I don't remember what you were weak to. Oh no. I can use this actually.
探らせてもらうよ
Ooh, fire. Ooh. Wait, that's really good. Wait.
覚悟はいい
I'll do that. And try this ult and see what happens.
私の番
Ah, 痛そう。Let's try this and see what happens. Hey, the rake to
かかってこ
win?
い
Wind. I want to hit this guy because he's down right now. Oh, why thank you. Ow. Ooh, that's not good. What does this do again? Oh, whoa, it gives everybody debuffs. That's cool. That means I can use this
獅子
on
のなかな
Hanit.
か考えがいがあるね
And then, let's see. Do I want to get rid of this guy? I think I do.
さあどうする傷を癒したまえ
Stop die.
どう動く
Hmm.
ライフスティールダ
Thank you.
さてどうしようか
Break you.
さあ
So that
ど
we
うする
can now do
幸運の
this.
風よやれよ
私の出番だな
And now... How much damage do you do? Okay. Steal more HP. Ow! Stop!
傷を癒したまえ
I'm trying to kill you! Stop hitting
どう動
me!
くさてどうしようか
Okay. Okay. I thought it steal SP.
マジックスティール
Give. Oh, he died. Oh, nice. Do I still have to kill this guy? I do.
どうしようか
Damn it.
狙い撃つ
いくよ
We did it, except I have to get rid of this guy too.
マジックスティールダ
狙い撃つ
私の番
Shh, everything's gonna be okay.
大きい風吹いてる
Just go to bed.
さてどうしようか
火炎よ焼き尽くせ
May as well use everything on this guy.
どう動く
行くぞライフスティール
よし
Much appreciated. Why are you so tanky?
キャット
Oh my goodness. This guy's harder than the boss.
よし
Oh, I'm out of mana. Let me give you mana. Here you go.
さあどう
やっ
Had it one single-handedly breaking a 7 shield enemy. Wow. Who'd have thought?
そこだ。
Hand me your SP. Hand it over. Oh, he's dead. We did it! Yay!
バカな。たかがこそ泥にこの私が。
Oh, he's only knocked out. Look at the stars.
はいただいていく。
Excuse me.
さて、ボルダーホールに戻るとしよう。ヒースコードの言いなりというのも気に食わんが。
Well, Rue wasn't wrong when she said I would love this guy. I would like this guy a lot.
テリオンさん、よくご無事で。
He's such a mood. Just tired and done with everybody's stuff.
こいつが赤竜石だな。
確かに赤竜石で間違いございません。
本当に何とお礼を言ったらよいか。
お嬢様、テリオンは約束通りに取り戻してきただけです。それに戻ってきたのは赤竜石のみ。まだまだねぎらうには早いかと。
ですがヒースコート、腕輪は外してあげてもよいのでは。
余計な気遣いはやめてくれ。
そんなつもりは。
それにこの腕輪が外れれば俺が逃げ出すとは思わないのか。
そうは思いません。
何？
物事を途中で投げ出すような方にテリオンさんは見えません。
これだから苦労知らずのお嬢様は人を簡単に信じすぎだ。よく覚えておけ。どれだけ信じようと人は裏切る。裏切られてから泣いても遅いんだ。
それは。
お嬢様、そこまでです。テリオンの言う通り、腕輪はまだ外すべきではありません。
わかりました。
それで次の流石はどこにある？
探りを入れておりましたが、ウェルスプリングにあるようです。
ウェルスプリングか。
確かあの町では闇市が開かれていますからね。
闇市のことを知っている。裏稼業に関わるやつしか知らないはずだ。やはりこいつはただものではない。
その闇市で緑流石らしき宝石が出品されている、そういう連絡がありました。
わかった。すぐにでも取り戻してこよう。
どうかお願いいたします、テリオンさん。
見送りなら結構だ。あんたたちと慣れ合う趣味はない。
ですが、言ってしまわれましたね。
良いのです、お嬢様。彼にも矜持というものがございます。
矜持。
人から後ろ指を刺されようが、盗賊は盗みの技で生きるもの。その腕には誇りも自信も宿ります。しかし私たちは彼を陥れた。そんな相手からの同情と気遣いは侮りと感じるのですよ。いや、 そう感じるほどの矜持がなければこの役目にはふさわしくないのです。
そうなのですか。誇り高い方なのですね。
お嬢様。
いえ、あの方が見せる寂しそうなお顔が気になって。まるであの頃の私のような。
そうですか。
先ほどはあのように言われてましたが、本当は。
And so Tyrion's journey continues. His next target, the Stone of Emerald. So he sets forth for the town of Wellspring in the Sunlands, and the den of villainy that awaits within. Do people actually... There's an achievement that says that. It's called Lone Traveler. It's when you don't invite anybody else along to your story. Do people actually do that? That sounds really hard and really grindy. But I guess it kind of makes sense if you want to have one cohesive story instead of whatever I'm doing right now. Which is next stop, I believe, is Tressa at level 22 over here. Theoretically, I want to do Cyrus over there while we're at it, and then go to Ophelia, but this place, South Orwell Pass, has an average level of 45. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to get here. But we'll see. After these two stories, we'll see. But for now, let's just skip over, I guess. Since I went here already. Woo! That's right, I had business here. So we can do Tressa's or we can do Cyrus's. Tressa's is your usual adventure. You're just going out to see the sights. Cyrus is you're going after a former colleague because you're really, really, really interested about this book. Well, let's start with Tressa's so I can remove Tressa from the party. That's definitely not why I want to do this one first. The story so far. Spurred on by a curious notebook she acquired, Tressa set forth on a journey. Note that that notebook was blank. Half of the pages were blank. And she was like, oh, let me make this my adventure diary. Now she follows in the footsteps of the anonymous author in hopes of seeing the world. And all the treasures it holds. I keep forgetting she's 14 years old. Now where did I leave off? Every journey is a vast sea of opportunities, but none are quite so precious as our encounters with others. Sharing a connection with someone new, for however brief a time, is unforgettable. For it is a chance to learn about others and yourself. I'll rest here tonight in Quarrycrest. It's a sleepy little mining town, for now at least. Rumor has it there's gold in these hills, and many a prospector has set their eye on it. I wonder what encounters might await me here. This must be Quarrycrest. Could there really be gold here? Eureka! Gold! I've struck gold! Now this is something to write home about. You sure you want to say it that loudly, dude? I guess Tyrion's gonna come over and have a chat with you. Where there's one, there's more, and I'll find them all! Is this Pokemon? Not if I find them first! I guess there really is gold in these Zar Hills. Tar? Something tells me this may be a good place to set up shop. Stay your hands, it's Mr. Morlock! Huh? Who are you? He has a top hat. Can we steal it? He's very blurry too. Good to see you all toiling so earnestly. Who's this Mr. Morlock? Look, sir, real gold. How much you reckon? Oh my god. How much you reckon it's worth? Let me see that beautiful nugget. I'd be happy to take it off your hands for a reasonable sum. I'll say it once more, so listen well. This mine and all the land surrounding it is the sole property of the esteemed Mr. Morlock. As such, any and all gold discovered here is his by right. But fortunately for you, Mr. Morlock is a generous man. He'll buy the gold off anyone who finds it. So he's a con man. So keep digging and you may find yourself with riches beyond measure. With free labor. Looks like this Morlock fellow has an iron grip on this mine. I guess that means I won't be dealing in gold here. But still, my merchant senses tell me this town presents a lucrative business opportunity. Oh look, Featherman's on the side. So, Tressa's story I'm least interested about because it just sounds like a classic adventure, but I'm also curious about because she's a kid. Like, how is she going to react to things? I have a feeling she's going to react in lawful good ways, which will infuriate me because... clear reasons. That smells like trade, I say! And what sort of smell would that be? How can I put it? The smell of wares flying off the shelves! Of coin earned fair and square. Yes, see, lawful good. You speak of profit. Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. But trade is more than that. It's about adventure. Stories waiting to be told. A whole new world. A nobler calling, then, than the pursuit of base coin. Exactly. If you speak the truth, if you speak true, I shall join you in sniffing out this trade. 2 noses are better than 1. She's just this happy-go-lucky brat that just really wants pure adventure, and I can't stand it. Oh. She gives me the urge to yeet her across the entire universe, the entire map. I just hear like, girl, you don't belong here. You don't belong in a world where you have to beat people up. You belong in something like Pokemon, where the average main character age is actually 14. I dig and dig and dig and still can't find any gold. Curse my bad luck. I thought this would be my chance to turn it all around. I was such a fool. I even borrowed money to get this far. How can I ever face my wife again? Doing a hard think. What's that? Excuse me, sir. I'll buy these stones from you. You will? What do we have to? Can I just... Damn it, I can't just take it. Oh cool, it's only 500 gil, cool. I'm fine with that. You have use of my goods? Bless you. Always looking for a bargain. I can't sell these to you in good conscience, miss. They're just lousy rocks. Clearly nobody's heard of iron before. I'm a merchant, and I feel like there's more to these than meets the eye. In that case, they're all yours. Thank you kindly. Did you polish it? What was that noise? Aha! I knew it. Underneath that grimy exterior was a gorgeous gem just waiting to be discovered. She's Dora the Explorer is official, guys. You've quite the eye, young lady. Pardon? Next we know she's gonna be talking in Spanish. Hey, those are the same stones I bought. Right, you are. I'm a traveling merchant. Prince Ali? Is that you? Ali Ababa? Ali's the name. Tressa, I'm a traveling merchant too. I've never seen stones that glow quite like these. They look just like ordinary rocks at first, but it'll take more than that to fool me. You have no idea what you bought, do you? Should I? Kiss? These are sky stones. They're rare, but you can find them if you know where to look. At first, they're perfectly unremarkable rocks, but apply some quality elbow grease, and you have yourself a gorgeous gemstone. I had no idea. And still you bought all those stones? Heck of a green pea you are. Green pea? Green pea? Is that a saying that I don't know? Well, keep up the good work. See you around, green pea. What's a green pea? What's that supposed to mean? Green pea? He's just a mean pea. Good rhyming. But I don't have time for that now. I have stones that need selling. Morlock's gonna try and con it off of me. Come one, come all. Be the first to get your hands on one of the rarest treasures in the realm. It's green. Why is it so green? Gold? Nope. It's better than gold. Now feast your eyes on this. The shimmering sky stone. Oh no, Moe. Don't tell me you're lawful good. Oh no, I have to hate you now. Oh my. We got a free ara and I didn't hear it. Damn it. Look how it sparkles. Let me see. Well, quite the beauty, isn't it? I've never seen anything like it. It's absolutely breathtaking. Hi Faye, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Yes, but did you know? The Sky Stone's radiance is surpassed only by its rarity.
さあさあ
So if you'd like one of your own, this might be your only chance.
いいですわ
I'll take one.
よし
Oh, me too.
毎度あり
Pleasure doing business with you. Oh my god, I hate her.
ああ
Phew. Those stones practically sold themselves.
よし
She's so loud. This place really is good for business. Time to stock up the shop. Oh, do I have to buy things from people? No, I don't want to. Oh, hey, look, it's Kaya. There's an old man in this town who knows all there is to know about dragon eggs. I wish I knew where he's at. I'm awfully anxious to talk to him. Can I just... Thank you, I'll take those. Okay, I guess I can't steal... I guess I can't buy things
ド
from
レ
you.
サ君
The Sky Stone, eh? A significant discovery, to be sure. Do you know much about Sky Stones, Professor Albright? I dare say I've read a book or two about them. I can say they are a type of ore. But I failed to recognize the stone for what it was, even when put before me. But your eyes saw true. Perhaps it is your merchant's instinct at work. Maybe. Honestly, I wasn't certain those rocks were so valuable. But in trade, good opportunities don't come by every day. So you just have to roll the dice when you see one. Indubitably. God, this guy with his big words. I must confess, I was quite impressed at the way you managed to sell all those stones. Seeing the potential for trade in every part of life. You are a true merchant's merchant. It is a clever game you play, Tressa. I hope to see more of it. It's a deal, Professor. You flip-flop however you want. That is fair. Don't let the grid define who you are. I support that. I need to go find people to steal from. Or buy. That's actually not that bad. Okay, I will take that. Do you have whatever stones? Oh, 64%. Maybe I can do this now.
ほ
Hey, smarter bartering.
うなるほど
What is this? You have a better chance at getting a discount when you purchase items. Cool! I'm never gonna use that. Except for during quests, I guess. Hello? Can I stare at you for a while?
ほう
Undeniable allure. Can I steal from you? Damn it. Oh no! My reputation in Quarry Crest has suffered! Oh my days! Whatever shall I do? Atte. I don't remember where the inn is. Oh, here. Here it is. So... this is a mechanic that you will have to get very familiar with because I will do it a lot. Probably. If you do rogue actions, such as Cyrus's Scrutinize or Tarian's Steal, that means they have a certain probability of succeeding, right? If you fail 4 times, everybody hates you. And so you have to pay money to the tavern keeper to restore your reputation so that people will talk to you again, and so that you can steal things from them again. That's what I am hoarding all of my money for. Because you never know when the tavern keeper decides 2.5k is not enough. Okay, let me go see if I can steal more things from people. Yes. I think I've stolen from everybody I can for now. Usually I only do people above 70%. Unless they're like this guy. Because that means less probability of failing and having to pay the tavern keeper. But before we go back over there, let's rest because Hanet is only at 25% of her HP. Cool. And then we're gonna go over here and begrudgingly buy stuff from people. What do you mean I can't have it for free? Hello? I'm going to stare at you very creepily for now.
なるほ
Ugh. I think this sells more than 27 gold, so we'll get that. I want it, but it's so expensive. Can I just swipe it off of you? Damn it! I guess I have to save up for every time we have to do Tressa's quest, because clearly I'm not allowed to steal stuff. 64%.
なる
That probably means I can't really steal from them, can I? Or can I? Why, thank you. He's called the Eggman.
ほほ
I've hatched all manner of eggs, from spiders to griffins. As a lad, whenever I saw an egg, I couldn't help but wonder what kind of creature had come out of it, and when. So, I set myself to the task of finding out. Years later, I'm a right expert, such as it were. Har har har. Although most folk call me the Eggman, which is an opportunity missed if you ask me. I'm still waiting for the day when I can put my expertise to use for someone. Oh my god, this man. Oh, this is the guy we have to talk to for that side quest over there. Man! Oh, not just pay them a bit of cash. You have to pay somebody influential to spread good things about you. Man, I can't believe I'm buying things properly, the right way. What's this guy trying to talk about? Oh, he needs a mining pickaxe sharpener, which we don't have right now.
なるほど
Alright. Oh, but holy shit! I need to go look at that. Rare stone and fool's gold ore. Do I have those right now? I hope I do. I don't. Ah! Mysterious old ore sold for less than I bought it. God damn it. Okay, I'm not buying those. That's a scam. How dare you. Just because I can't swipe it off of you.
うん
The audacity. I I sound like a proper thief, oh my god. Where's the save point actually? Because I just realized we're going a little over time. We're gonna go find somebody to raid as soon as I can find the save point. Here it is. Oh. Hey, look!
さあ寄ってらっしゃい見てらっしゃ
Step right up!
い世にも希少な。
いらっしゃい。世にも希少な壁戦石だよ。
And he's gonna sell for cheaper.
女より安くしとくよ。
Yep.
なんですって？ 隣に店を出すなんて。売られた喧嘩は買ってやろうじゃないの。
しかしお隣と同じ石のようだ。何か違うのかね。
同じ石でも純度が違うよ。ほらよく見てみな。透き通って奥まで見える不純物がない証拠さ。
And it's
綺
cheaper?
麗なもんだろご婦人。あなたの瞳には負けるけどね。
まあ。なんなのよあいつ。
ところで旦那、娘さんがいらっしゃるね。その人形、
あ
ボルダーフォール製だろう。高貴な娘さんが欲しがる一品だ。
We're watching somebody take all of our customers by lip service.
わかるぜ。娘には最高の土産を持って帰ってやりたいもんさ。だけど、その人形で本当に満足かい？この石は俺の技術で磨いた一級品。見てくれよこの輝きを。娘さんはこの光を見つめて毎日こう思うのさ。
He's not just a stalker, as in he stocks, he puts things in stock for his shop, but he's also a salesman.
お父様はどうしてるかしら。どこを旅しているのかしら。
Through like actually really good acting.
ねえ、早く帰ってきて、お父様。どうだい旦那、もう悩む理由なんてないだろう。
確かに娘の喜ぶ顔が浮かぶようだ。面白い少年だ。一つもらっていこうか。
Why would my controller vibrate if he's getting the money?
毎度あり。
How dare you? He does have a very punchable face.
さあご注目ご注目。世にも珍しい壁線石だよ。
He's also called Ali.
ここでしか手に入らない希少な石。価値は俺が保証するよ。
As in Ali of Babwa Ali. Oh look, is that
私にも
Aether in
く
the
ださ
middle?
いな。
一つ譲ってくれ。
毎度あり。
Actual street rat. He has a lip service to show too.
いやー、繁盛繁盛。おや、お隣さんはずいぶん寂しいな。
今回は負けを認めるわ。
へへ。
There's no way I'd lose to a green pea like you. What does green pea mean?
あんなにうまく回るものなのね。
お宅の舌は見せかけかい。お客の心も財布の紐も商人の言葉次第さ。
何よそれ。調子いい言葉ばっか並べて。本当にいいものを見極めて提供するのが商人でしょ。
脚色と言ってくれよ。お客も満足してるだろ。
でも
商人は言葉が武器だ。覚えときな、もやし女。
Oh, Moyashi. He's calling her short. Why would you? Well, I guess it kind of makes sense if you call her a green pea, because green peas are tiny. That made zero sense to me until just now. Oh my god. Look around town. We are not going to do that. Unfortunately, this means that I can't grind before next stream, but that's okay. We'll just deal. Besides, Tressa's quest is a lower level than Tyrion's, I think, so we'll probably be fine. I think? Probably? Let's go find somebody to raid. Oh, a lot of people are playing GTA today. I wonder why. Yeah, thank you for coming. It was fun. It was actually really, really fun beating up people to steal that shiny orb. I can't believe I'm enjoying Tyrion's story the most. I guess it makes sense because he's edgy boy, and I gravitate towards edgy boys, but... Kirito, why do you follow me wherever you go? Oh, you know what else? Genshin Impact, Xiao's Japanese voice actor is also this guy. And so, I can bet you 100% I am changing my voice to Chinese and keeping it on Chinese whenever Xiao is around. No thank you. I hear too much of you, sir. Like, you're living your best life, and I'm very happy for you, but no thank you. Who should we raid? Oh, I wonder if this person is still... Oh, nope. They are... I think they literally just ended. Sad. Let's see. Where to go? Okay, I'm going to send you guys to Otters. Because nobody else I know is streaming right now, I think. Well, either no one I know is streaming, or they're too big and me shy. So, let's send you over to Otters. Next time I stream will actually be later in the day. It will be Saturday, 5 PM PST, which is, it's the same time as when I have art streams, but on Saturday. So instead of morning stream, we'll have an evening stream. Yeah, let's go raid Otters. Marine Mammal Rescue. As always, we don't have raid messages when we raid animal streams because they're always in slow mode and we don't want to bother them too much. I will definitely send emotes in there because otter cute. There's like a zoom in of one particularly adorable otter right now. Who's doing a few spins. I hope you'll enjoy it. But yeah, thank you again for coming, for vibing with me, and being gremlins, stealing everybody's stuff. And I will see y'all on Saturday evening. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. Bye-bye!